Ebsch, brought to you by the City of Marinette. And I have a new guest with me, and I'm so excited because it's art. It's Maac. It's
Julie Simmons.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
Yes, I'm excited to have you here because, I love art. I do resin art.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's so fun. And crochet. And then I dabble in other things. I may not be the greatest at it, but I like to do it. So
Your whole studio here is art.
thank you. I like bobbleheads and doorables and typewriters and coffee. Come to my office.
What's not to like?
I know. That's my wall of positivity. Everybody needs one of those.
Absolutely. It's like having a really great vision board that
Exactly.
encompasses everything.
Exactly. That's that's my office is a big, giant vision board. I like that. Come in and be happy.
And everybody needs art.
They do.
It's everywhere in life and they don't even realize it.
I know. That's like when I worked for the city, who is our sponsor. We did the boxes in town. We vinyl wrapped them.
Oh, yes.
And just little splashes of color.
Yes.
Or, something here and there. It changes everything.
It does. Color lifts you.
Yeah.
It really does.
really-
It's very subconscious, but it's there.
Yes.
And I think that's true with art in general, which is why Maac exists.
Yeah. So what is Maac?
Menominee Area Arts Council started out in 1957 as Menominee Arts Council
Okay.
by John Hennis and the Bradleys
Okay.
and the Barstows.
Oh my gosh.
They were very close families together, and also they really believed in art and the necessity of it to have it in life.
Yeah.
I remember coming up when I lived in Green Bay and bringing my children to see an exhibit at the Presbyterian Church that John Hennis had put there of the Asian arts.
Oh wow.
And that would have been a long time ago.
Yeah.
But in 2005, Menominee received a Cool Cities grant from the state of Michigan. And it required an active arts council,
Oh.
which meant more than just a few people
Yeah.
with art. And the word council means you are supporting all the arts.
Yes.
You don't have to be an artist. You just have to love art enough to be willing to volunteer,
Yeah.
give financially, or speak about it to others.
Exactly.
So that is when the Menominee Area Arts Council was formed, meeting in the chamber office in Menominee when it still
Over there.
existed.
Yeah.
And it was John and Jewel Hennis, Alice Bradley, Pat Johnson, myself, and then Donna Williams. And because I had been president of the Arts Council when I lived in Holland, Michigan, Pat Johnson said, "Well, you should be the president." Thanks, Pat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how we decided to have an area arts council so that we reach from Stevenson to Peshtigo
Oh my God.
and actually the county in Michigan.
Yeah.
And we try to support as many of them as we can, given the fact that you're always limited with the number of members you have and the
Yeah.
time the members have to give.
Exactly.
And right now, a lot of people are working.
I know. I'm one of them.
So there just isn't as
There's
much time to
not.
volunteer.
No.
And that's where it has really helped to have young people and become more involved.
Yes. Yes. I know a few people that I think are a part of it. Ashley Castleberry, I think.
Not
I
in
don't
Maac,
know.
but
Maybe in
we
another.
have. I don't know where we would be without the support of the people that we've had over the years.
Yeah.
Or I have to give great credit to my husband Bill because he's the one that's always been helping me lug things to and from.
Yeah.
And I really said, this last summer, he was 93 and still helping me load and unload things. And
Oh,
I
my
think
goodness.
maybe his time has come to retire too.
Yeah. Oh,
He's been wonderful. And so my kids too. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think about where would be without people like Cheryl Tangway and Lori Byarski have been the head and really the people that kept all the art tents going all these years.
Oh.
And then I look back at the Lighthouse Project that Becky McGuire and Sandy Cooper did. And then Sandy Cooper has kept up until we finally got our mural project done on the H&R Block building with Janessa and Sandy working on this and people volunteering to paint. So it's little things, but it makes a difference.
It does. It does. I know Marinette has been looking at doing a mural for years. And I'm like, I have kids that do murals. They're very artistic. Let me know.
Well, it is interesting because there were a group of kids from the high school up in the Marquette area, just outside of Marquette.
Yeah.
And I've been a part of the Upper Peninsula Arts and Cultural Alliance to bring things out, to take things outside the city limits, you might say.
Yeah.
And to learn about more things that are happening in the Upper Peninsula. And the art students there did a beautiful mural.
Oh, wonderful.
So it is one of those things that art is important at all ages.
All ages.
And it speaks for people who don't know how to speak otherwise.
Exactly. Now, what is your guys' purpose? Is it, I mean, it's art, but do you have a mission statement?
Our mission statement is to support the art and artists and art groups in this whole area, from Peshtigo to Stevenson and so on.
Yeah, Marinette and Menominee.
Marinette's definitely included, and we're working on learning more about what the state of Wisconsin can do.
Yeah.
Because interestingly enough, we have our 501c3 in both Michigan and Wisconsin.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
So that does make a difference for Wisconsin residents, I'm sure.
Wow. I imagine it would. So what is it that you guys do? Like,
well, right now, the most visible things we do are the art tents.
okay.
And these start with Art for All,
Yeah.
which includes Wendy Eiler and her granddaughter are always wonderful helping with that and getting us going. And then that's where Lori Byarski does a current project, but also she will take a famous artist and then interpret what he does so that the kids can make something that's very much like what the famous artist has done.
That's cool.
It really is. I loved it. My son had brought a piece of stained glass from Brito, who is a Brazilian artist and down in Miami, and the kids were able to interpret that on paper.
Oh, cool.
So it was almost like a stained glass,
Yeah.
contemporary
Oh, my God.
stained glass thing.
That's so cool.
But that's just one of many
Just one of
she's
many
done.
things. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So you're exposing them to so many different things.
Well, last year we did, Wendy had brought back a box of shells from Florida. And we took wooden discs, and the kids were able to do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
They painted a background, some of them did not. And they used the shells to make whatever they want. One of them made a turtle out of shells.
Oh, cute.
Another one did a scene out of shells.
Oh.
So it's just, in fact, that's what I did.
Well, and now what I think is pretty cool is, for instance, the Dollar Tree. Go into the Dollar Tree and go down that craft aisle.
Yes.
There is so much.
Exactly.
You don't even have to go to a craft store. You can just go to the Dollar Tree and get everything you want.
Well, it's at that point because Joanne's leaving
know.
here, so that Dollar Tree is what we're going to have.
I know, unless there's another
Unless we go to
Hobby Lobby
Hobby Lobby in Escanaba
or Green Bay.
Michael's in Green Bay, and
Yeah.
that's a long trip. So
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
I'm grateful
Stock
we
up.
have something.
I
Yes, yes, that is very true.
So you guys are having an art dinner coming up.
We are.
Tell me about that.
Well, this is something that has not been going on since COVID hit,
Yeah.
like a lot of other things.
Definitely.
But Rebecca Wellens is a former president who is now our treasurer, bless her heart. And her mom, Pat Johnson, had for many years really championed this and chaired it.
Oh, okay.
And this year, Rebecca decided she would take over. And Jim LaMalfa and I, both of us in our 80s, are the ones who are helping her. So she's doing a lot of the work.
Oh.
But she is wonderful. She's absolutely amazing. And it is going to be at Riverside Country Club / Golf Club.
Yes.
February 22nd, which is only a week away from tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the dinner is going to be awesome because,
I know.
oh my goodness. Do I need to show this?
Hold it up just like that. There you go. Yes. Oh
This is the menu. The chef is awesome.
Oh.
Everything is going to be delicious with 2 different kinds of chicken, one fried, one baked for those on a diet, tenderloin tips,
That's
a
my
pork
favorite.
loin, and then his famous prime rib.
That sounds good too.
A big salad, green beans, mashed potatoes with gravy, and he's going to do rosemary rolls.
Oh my
which
gosh.
I think is really
That's
awesome.
delicious.
And then, of course, chocolates for dessert.
of course.
Always, and I think this was probably Pat's idea too, a big heart-shaped candy box on the table for people to take whatever they want.
Oh, that's cute.
It's very nice. In fact, I
Yes.
think I saved one of those years ago.
Well, I like to do that too.
And the interesting thing is a lot of the former recipients are going to be there.
Really?
Because we have had a really, really interesting group of people that have been honored in the past years. Jill LaMalfa he's our vice president now. And Pat Johnson is one of ours. And Pat
Yeah.
did that beautiful statue in front of the city hall.
Yes.
John Nutter is working his heart out at Bayshore Arts Center.
Yes.
And he is a former recipient.
Oh my goodness.
So, and Jim Martell just keeps
Yeah.
helping in any way he can.
He's so sweet.
He really is.
He really is.
And I know there are others that are still involved, but it is an interesting thing of the fact that those who have received this just have never stopped helping in
Right.
one way or another.
Yeah. That's
mean,
wonderful.
It is.
I
It
mean,
really
the
is.
passion and the commitment
Yes.
to it, you know?
Well, I think the commitment comes and the passion comes from the fact that you don't have any idea what kind of ripples will happen with your whatever small or large thing that you are doing,
Exactly. Exactly.
especially with children. That's been my passion.
I know. We have 7 kids and they're all out of the house now, but they're all artistic. They're all creative in one way or another.
I'm really thrilled that mine are like that too.
Yeah.
I really am.
I know, me too. I like that. So quickly, can you give us a little hint about the youth art exhibit?
I will, but let me make one comment that
Sure.
I had forgotten to
No,
say.
go ahead.
There is a children's fee for dinner also,
Oh.
which is only $10.
Oh, nice.
And the fact that it's $30, but it's a buffet,
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
can choose
yeah.
what you want and eat what you
Oh,
want,
that's
and
nice.
that's nice.
That's nice.
But I thought because there are 2 of my 4-H students are going to be introducing me,
Oh,
and I had forgotten to say that, and I apologize.
Oh, that's sweet.
One of them is a current member of my Rockin' Arts Club, which is the only 4-H art club, even though a lot of the kids do art in various ways.
Yeah.
And it's the only one in Menominee.
Really?
So I'm really thrilled. I have mostly
Yeah.
homeschooled kids this year for some reason.
Huh.
And so we ended up doing it during the week instead of on the weekend,
Yeah.
the way we normally have in the past.
Yeah.
But that is where it's only $10 for a child
Okay.
to come. And I
That's
thought that was
cool.
kind of neat because one of them is one of my current 4-H students, and the other one is one that was with me for at least 10 years, and she's now in college.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful.
it's very exciting to have the 2 of them there
Yeah,
to do that.
Aw.
So now we transition to the Youth Art Show, which is
Yes.
another passion of mine.
Uh-huh.
Susan Perrine was president of the Arts Council about 2014, 2015 when
Okay.
she was living here. And she and I started it by just literally going person to person to the art teachers in the schools in
Yeah.
Marinette and Menominee, because
Yeah.
at that time that was all we had included.
Right.
Now we have asked Peshtigo and Stevenson if they would be willing to do that. And I
Yeah.
haven't a response yet from them, but I
Maybe
would
you'll get
assume that
one.
we will. We do include St. Thomas.
Oh, nice.
And in fact, that was one of our scholarship winners.
Oh, wonderful.
2 years ago, Emily Peters was our scholarship winner.
Oh, okay.
Last year, I believe the winner was from Peshtigo.
Really?
So yeah, so
That's awesome.
it's really neat.
Very cool.
But the youth art show then is from all the students in the area, and the teachers bring the what they have chosen to go into the art
Okay.
exhibit, and then we'll
Put it
post
on.
it. And teachers will be bringing in the 31st of March to Spee's Library, which we have it now. The original one was at the university.
Yeah, I remember that. I liked what the exhibit was.
It was
last year.
really beautiful. Last year, then, and then it shifted to Spee's Library,
Okay.
which is very easy location for
Yeah,
most
and
people.
It's beautiful there.
It
too.
really is, and it is in the John Hennis Gallery, which is
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yes.
And we always have a reception, and that reception will be the 5th, Saturday the 5th
Of March or
of
April?
April.
Of April.
Thank you. Okay. So
Okay.
we're a little ahead of time, but
That's okay. I just wanted to touch on it, give them a little tease.
well, and the teachers need to know too.
Yeah,
That always
yeah.
helps.
So, teachers, if you are watching this or listening, April 5th is a Saturday. Got to get that art in.
They can bring the art the 31st
Okay, the 31st.
to Spee's Library.
To
I
Spee's
have the room number 1, which is the big meeting room,
Oh,
so they
okay.
can drop off that after school. And the library's open until 5. And then I will be there, and also we'll be putting those art pieces up then on the 1st.
Okay.
And if they can't make it, then at least bring it in the 1st.
Yeah.
Or let us
Or
know
something.
somehow.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That's kind of exciting
that
too.
is exciting. You guys got a lot of exciting stuff, and I can tell you right now, you're going to be back. Because I'm going to put you on the calendar.
Well, thank you very
Yes,
much, because
thank
that does
you.
make a difference, and we really appreciate you very, very much.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just happy to have you guys come in and tell everybody what you guys do and what you got going on. So,
Well, we have a lot coming up this summer, so
Yeah.
anytime somebody wants to volunteer,
yes.
all they have to do is, if nothing else, leave their name at the desk at Spees, and I'll ask them if that's all right.
Name and phone number.
Because we always do the Art for All.
Yeah.
We do the Family Fun Night in Menominee, and I'm hoping we can do something for Marinette if we get enough volunteers.
Yeah.
We have Art in the Park, which is our big fundraiser to keep us going.
Right, right.
And also because we really do have the 2 scholarships that are given out in May
Right.
in conjunction with the
With
Maac
that.
Attack for the members art
Right.
show.
Right.
And then we do the Giant Pumpkin Festival.
Busy.
So we
You guys are
we are
busy.
busy. But we do love what we do.
That's wonderful.
And we do appreciate the volunteers that can come and help. And anybody, you don't have to be an artist to help.
No,
You just have to love kids.
exactly. And hey, I think the majority of us do. I mean, we do. We got 7 of them. So,
I've got a big family too,
Yep.
and lots of grandkids that
Yep.
loved, and they do come and help now and then. So
yeah, I know. I've got 4 grandkids, and they're little though, but they like to help.
mine are big.
The oldest one, I think, is 13, 14 now. And the
Interesting
youngest-
age.
Oh.
Interesting age.
That's
Yes.
a fun age. But anyways, well, thank you again.
Thank you, Melissa,
Yeah.
very much.
And for everybody out there, check it out. It's awesome. If you're into art, or even if you're not into it, you got to check what they do. And just, I can't even explain it. You got to see it. So anyways, I want to give a shout out to the city of Marinette for being our sponsor. And I think we have another guest coming up.